Alright, I wanted to play Captain Eudora last time, and I'm playing Captain Eudora this time. I really like this hero so much. This is, to me, this is like a bigger AFK, because you skip 3 turns, or 4 turns even, and you get an even bigger turn. Like, how do I... Okay, I don't need to explain it, because I'm sure you guys know what I mean, but you don't skip your turns, per se. You could get a token summoner, or, I don't know, something, or the 2-2, maybe. Like, you could still do stuff, but you're pretty much skipping turns. Oh, someone else is AFK? I thought nobody played her anymore. Anyways, and then you get so rewarded. Oh, I got a token summoner. Oh, and I got the 2-2 as well. But I think you get the token summoner, because if you get the 2-2, you get nothing. You would reduce the hero power, or reduce the tavern tier, which isn't terrible, but I think this is better, because then you have a minion in play.
It's down a minion and up a goal.
I think I still want the 2-2 though for next turn. Because it'll be then at 3, and then by the time it comes to my turn again, it'll be at 2, which is pretty nice. Aww. It's only 2 life, this is fine. If my opponent doesn't tier up next turn, I should guarantee win. Even, maybe not against the Yogg with the 3-5. Which they don't have. So if they tier up, I should be fine, and this will be good. If it's a 2-3 or a 2-1, it won't matter. The next turn it'll be 2 mana. I have to tier up. Then I sell the 2-1 to do the hero power again, but at least this way I have a 2-2.
You're doing great out there.
I don't know. I think this is okay. I'm trying to think of how it plays out in the later turns. I'm just so eager. I cannot wait to get my treasure. I'm so eager to get it. Token Summoner is actually what I want, anyway. Because this is great. I could sell a 2-1 for a 2-1 and a 1-1. Did I find my squishy thing? I did. So I was playing with the squishy thing before and I lost it. Now I could play with it again. Okay, so they still did not tier up yet, which I guess might be normal for Captain Hooktusk, but still. I shouldn't take that much damage, though. So I don't think I'm going to win, especially against her. She'll probably have a whole board of minions by now. But next turn will be exciting. Oh, I can't wait for next turn. I am so ready.
I think you can win this thing.
See, it's sort of like AFK. And if I wasn't versing Captain Hooktusk, I might not have taken this much damage as it is. Left. Thank you. So 3. It's almost like AFK, but I still have a board. And I'm going to be tier 3, so it's actually better than AFK. This is the same amount of life she would take. So theoretically, I should do better. And I'm going to save these, I guess, too. That's my big turn. There it is. Big turn here. Look at this garbage. It's such garbage. A 4-4, I guess a 3-6 is the best stat line. My goodness gracious, like this, that was something else there. I'll find another tier 4 minion next turn. Actually, this should be up first. I'm so used to putting this in the back when I have Divine Shields. Anyways, I'll be able to be tier 4 next turn. Oh no, well, I could tier up, but that's after I reduce it so much. Yeah, look at that. Look at those big minions I have. At least either way, I'm hitting something there. And if that 2-4 was like anything better, like even a Wrathweaver I would have been happier with. Even I think a Pogo Hopper, maybe not. But there was a Pogo Hopper here, so maybe. I don't know. That was just so bad. So terrible. Alright, another tier 4 minion though is going to be nice.
It's good to get some minions in play.
These two work really well hand in hand together. Eggs are good because it's just an 8/8 minion. You can't really go too wrong with that. But it's an 8/8 or a 1/7 and a 3/7 that gives this one +2/+2. I think I like the Bolvar here, honestly. The 3/4 is fine, I guess, against them too, but I think I like the Bolvar. So being able to tier up next turn that cheap is pretty good, I think.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
If I can get maybe one more Divine Shield minion, I should be good. Or even 2/1 like that, like a Selfless Hero like they have. That was a good hit, I guess. That was a very bad hit. I mean, my board should be so much better than what it is. It's so sad. The two AFK characters at the bottom.
And the beat that doesn't destroy you makes you strong.
A 5/8 isn't bad. A 2/6 isn't bad either. But I think a 5/8 is just good stats.
Bring the fight for me.
An Arcane Blaster wouldn't have been terrible there, but I don't have a taunt for that. I could even switch to Murlocs. Not even switch. I mean, I already have some Murlocs. Like, that's not too bad either. That would be a lot of health, or a lot of attack, but they just wouldn't have that much health to be competitive. And I really hate playing Murlocs, so I'm not doing that. And I am a tier higher than everyone else. So maybe that'll benefit. Well, other than one person, it might benefit me in the end.
Attract all these minions? 2 words: funnel case.
If I can hit this on that one specifically, like I just did, then this is gonna be a good. This is fine now. Like that was a perfect trade as well. The game is saying, okay, you've had enough BS. Go on. You've had enough BS. Like we'll give you some more help here. Oh, that would have been so good with the egg. So I always do this. I kind of want to tier up again. Like, isn't that crazy? I could just tier up next turn though. With the day, I think that's what I'll do. I don't think I can afford to do it again. So, Annoy Module is fine, in a way, if I could find a decent mech. And I might just deal with the 3/1 here. Because then I could get a Deflector bot. So I'll exchange a 2/4 for a 4/4, I guess. Well, that already has taunt, so I could actually wait on that. I guess it's kind of coming together. Like, next turn will really determine what I want to do with the tier 6 minion, I think. Like, if I find a kalecgos or something, or, I don't know, an Eliza, then I'll know what I want to do. Murlocs, that shouldn't be too bad. It's just stats for stats. And I have Divine Shield. I mean, they do too, I guess, but they have a Divine Shield. To the right. Ah, what a waste. Alright, left. Everything to the left. You son of a... Alright, this is fine. This is fine. This is just how the night has been going. Well, okay, I can't complain because last Battleground was great. So I really can't complain much. And this turn should be spot on great. This should be game changing right here. This is it. Here we go. Well, it wasn't game changing, but I mean it's better than it helps still a lot. Alright, well I got a kalecgos, so that does make me want to do dragons. And I already have two, with one staring at me in the face. Imp Mama is good, but no. I guess I'll do dragons. And be happy with that.
Fate of the world hangs in the balance.
So before I can look for battle cries, I want to look for maybe one or two more dragons. At least one more dragon. And not a red whelp either. Like, it's such low stat line. But I'm close to having something be good here. I'm pretty close. This, to me, is an okay board, though. Like a 7-15, that's pretty big at this stage, I think. And an 8-11 over there, down to the right.
You're doing great out there.
Because the whole board is thick. It's not just one or two minions. Oh, that spawn is going to be awful. Yeah. That's going to make this a lot worse for me. But it still might be okay. Oh, yeah. It is so much better. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Yeah. Oh my goodness, yes. Oh, finally, yes. All right, we're in the clear here. So I guess these are the dragons I'm gonna deal with, or work with. Oh, great, a battle cry. So I can get one more. Give it to me. Yes, I got it. These really aren't the best battle cries to do this with, but it is what it is. At least I got a Razor Gore here. In fact, this will be the strongest minion. Oh, sort of. I'm going to keep that still because that's higher health. Hopefully they don't have cleave. They have dragons too, but I have a kalecgos, so I need like 2 more turns with this kalecgos, and then I think I'll be okay. And the Razor Gore to grow. But this could be... Is anyone doing Murlocs? Is there any jerk doing it? Oh, we're Falm. I should have known. I remember someone was, but they weren't that great, and that was Snow's Dormo, who I just versed.
I think you can.
I dealt 22 damage to them? I don't remember dealing that much. I guess I didn't even pay attention to that. So they have a Razor Gore, but my Razor Gore is bigger, and most of my whole board is bigger than theirs. They just have a little red whelp, which at this stage is still useful, but it won't be useful for too much longer. So they're easy to always kill. Like there's no way they're gonna do better than me at any point because I have kalecgos.
You're good at this.
Alright, if I'm gonna switch dragons, this is a good time to do it. But these are so much higher already. I don't think I can. They're already too high.
That's what I would have done.
And if I had one more to... Maybe I could still buy a dragon this turn. Otherwise it's going to be a waste of gold. I'll just be flipping it for trying to find a battle cry that I would find anyway. The Hangry Dragon... Well, they both make a lot of sense, but I think the Hangry Dragon makes the most sense. Maybe I should have just flipped it, really. Because I traded a 4-4 for... I traded a 5-4 for a 4-4. That's going to grow, but I'm going to get rid of it anyway. The only way this helps is if I find a triple of this, then I would keep the Hangry Dragon. That's the only way it's going to be useful. And now this can go over, because that'll be the biggest one. Yeah, the only way that this will matter is if I get to another Twilight Emissary next turn. But these are high stat minions. There's no Divine Shield or nothing like that. It's just stats for stats. Hopefully the stats are good enough. Oh, I didn't realize they were doing dragons too, but this is no competition. Actually, they got pretty close, actually. It didn't look like they would at a first glance, but whatever. Anyways, yeah, I'd really love a Twilight Emissary here. That would be fantastic. I didn't get it. Yeah, this is too low. Now, again, if I had one more Battle Cry, this would be good for this turn. This guy dealt damage to me before, so I'm very nervous about him. I have no idea what they're going to have. Maybe an Arcane Blaster doesn't seem like it would be that useful. I think I just keep flipping. Oh, I want to buy that this turn. Okay, so what do I get rid of? I guess a 15-15? I could even get rid of a 16. I can get rid of a Merzond because there's triple potential here, and it's only a difference of one stat line. But I can't get rid of it this turn. So I can get rid of the 3-3, play the Razorgore, and then get rid of the 16-16 for more Battle Cries. And over time, it should work. Look at these Murlocs are offering me. Over time, this Razorgore will be bigger than the 16-16 would. So it'll work out. Between last battleground and this battleground, I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing nicely over here. If their Murlocs don't have Divine Shield, then I should be fine. Like, even Poison, if they can't all have Poison yet. I guess they could with Megasaur. I don't know. What do you have? Of course they have the Divine Shield. How do they find it so easily? I still don't understand. Like, I hate playing Murlocs because I have such trouble finding the Divine Shields on the Megasaur. I get the Megasaur sometimes, but finding Divine Shield on top of it is so hard for me. 5, 10, 13, 14, 15, as long as I'm not dead. I should be able to beat anybody beside them, especially a ghost. The dragon person, right? Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize I had one left. Maybe I'll find a kalecgos. And I did.
The fate of the world hangs in the balance.
It's hard to get rid of this, but I think I have to. Especially now that I have a turn with Hook Tusk here. The board still looks fantastic. No, are you kidding me? No battle cries? Aw, Jinx. Hi, Jinx. Someone let you in? 37. This might as well go up. In case they have cleave, which they won't, so there's no point of that. I could have gave them more stats, too, if I just had it, but their Divine Shield is going to be... Well, their Divine Shield wouldn't be too much if they don't have the poison, but by the time I verse them again, I'm sure they'll have the poison, because if they're getting lucky enough to get the Divine Shield, they'll probably be lucky enough to get the poison.
Keep up the momentum.
They already have one poisonous Divine Shield. Wow, they were getting up there, too. They were getting pretty close. With the two Razorgores like that, Just don't give me Reform again, unless he's the last option. Not for a while. Like, I don't want to see his face ever again. I hate Reform. So many reasons. They took 11 from Demons? Really? So they can't be that great, then.
That's what I would have picked.
This hero power did get me the other kalecgos, so that was really nice. Oh, thanks. Hi, baby. My cat's down here. You can't see her, but she's really a cat. She's really there.
I like where you're going with this.
A lot of battle cries right there. If I didn't use my hero power, I would have one more gold, and then I could have sold this and got another +2/+2. So I'm wondering if it was even worth it to use that hero power. I know it was worth it to use up until this point, and then now I don't know if it's worth it to try to find another golden treasure. Like, I could find another kalecgos, but I might not live that long enough. And if, say, I spent that gold otherwise, like for turns like this, then maybe I wouldn't have died early on. I know what I mean. I know what I'm trying to say. Right, James? You know what I mean. She sheds like crazy.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
I should be good against anybody but Reform, though. With this kind of board, look how big my stuff is. Why would they give this one taunt? Oh, they actually did have cleave, too. So that was a mistake on my part. I don't think it matters. And this is potentially a lot of damage. Oh, it's less now. 12, 18, 23, 22, whatever. So they saved themselves right there. Ah, it's Reform.
Keep up the pressure.
I don't want to use this unless I have no other gold.
It's not the stones, but it'll fight hard. Defensive systems online.
Man, I would have gotten in second place if they just didn't kill the Razor Gore. It was a 1 in 4 or 1 in 5 chance of them hitting something else with that 1/1. And this is still, granted, this is still a ginormous board. Actually, the Divine Shield should go here. Like, that can break a Divine Shield earlier. I'm actually thinking maybe have it weakest to biggest for the Divine Shields. Something like this. Like, I know it's not weakest to biggest because this is going to grow more than that. It's not completely weakest to biggest, but I think this is still okay. But still have the big guy at the beginning. Is it a guy? Yeah, that's a guy. I always think of Razor Gore as a girl, but I think it's a male. Oh, come on. They all got the... See, I knew they would get the poison eventually. It doesn't even really matter. They're just going down the line. Even still, my stuff is still not that big, like, to beat them. All that just to die to poisonous Murlocs yet again. Oh, they lost to a ghost. I still got second. They weren't that great.